What do I do if my clients are totally ashamed of their issue and they don't want to talk about it? Hi, my name is Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies. I hope you're doing good. This is a question I got from somebody in my Marketing for Hippies 101 program that I'm running right now. And it's a really good question because this happens a lot. Let's say, for example, you work with people who are addicted to porn, or people who, I don't know, are depressed, or some eating disorders, some issue, sexual dysfunction that is, I can't talk about this. And this is why this matters, because if they can't talk about it, where's your word of mouth going to come from? You could be really hitting home runs and helping all these people, but they'll never tell anyone. And so you lose out on the biggest force in marketing, which is word of mouth. So what the hell do you do? How do you get the word out there about this? So I'm going to share my thoughts on that. And if you like this video, please share it up with friends of yours. Tag your friends who you think this might be useful for. Hey, Jim, this could help with your erectile dysfunction. Don't do that. But also there's a little subscribe button, red button, and you can click on that. And there's a little bell icon that'll come up. You can click on that and you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And of course you want to know. And then on Facebook, of course, if you like my page, you'll be notified from time to time when I have new videos. Okay, so this is a very difficult thing, and I don't have all the answers, but no doubt you may have some thoughts too, and if you do, I'd love for you to post them below. Maybe we can all learn together on this. So yeah, here's another wrinkle of what makes this important is they won't come to public events often. If you hosted a public event for people with erectile dysfunction, they're not coming to your public event. Or unlikely, it's such a barrier to get through. So here's one thought I've had over the years that I think could help. Number one is let's say it's a workshop for, well, let's just roll with the erectile dysfunction here. For people with erectile dysfunction and those that love them. This is a terrible example. People who are depressed and those that love them. People struggling with eating disorders and those that love them. What I like about this is when people show up, they're not outing themselves as to which group they're in. Yeah, it's not really clear which group that they're in, so they can keep their anonymity. For all we know, everyone in the room is just there because they have a friend they're concerned about. Connected to that is the possibility, and I think a very strong possibility, of trying to reach the people, not the person struggling themselves, but the people who are supporting them. How do you support your friend with erectile dysfunction? Come to my workshop and learn how. But if you have a friend with an eating disorder, how do you support them? If you have a friend who's suicidal, who's going to come to that workshop? Are you suicidal? But you might have a really good chance of reaching friends who feel like they're at the end of their rope. An example of this was a colleague of mine who does a lot of work at midwifery as a doula. She did a lot of postpartum work, and so you'd have these women who go through the postpartum blues, and unsupported, malnourished, depressed, really struggling, and they kind of become a different person, and so their partners would not know how to support them. So you could try to reach them. Hey, is your partner, your spouse, going through postpartum depression and you don't know what to do? And it's been going on a long time now. You could try to reach them, and they won't have the shame about it necessarily, the same shame as maybe the person who's in it, who might not even have the energy to reach out. And then the last thought I have on this is, you can kind of Brene Brown them a bit, but possibly part of the work, you have to really sort this out, the ethics and what feels right for you, but it could be a part of the work is getting them to a point where they could actually talk about it. Now, that's not always going to be wise, because society is not always open about everything, and them feeling unashamed about speaking about it doesn't mean that they won't be eviscerated if they do share it with certain things. But that might be an option, is trying to help them get to a point where they feel so okay with it that they're actually okay to speak about it, and that's one of the ways they can continue helping other people. So these are some thoughts. Anyways, I'd really love your thoughts on this one in particular below, because I see a lot of people struggling with this, and maybe you have some ideas that I've never even thought of. So hopefully that's helpful. Thanks so much for coming by, and hopefully we'll see you in another video.